morning everybody, and a warm welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to share with you a very simple recipe of a pulao, which is a vegetarian pulao. We're using here some cubes of paneer, and it's a pulao which you can make very fast. I mean, it's so fast that you do not really need to remember any ingredient and you are done with it. Because I have some guests coming to my place today, so I thought I should prepare a type of a pulao which is a unique sort of pulao. So here I am presenting the pulao recipe before you. I have here around 150 grams of cubed paneers. In fact, I had a big slice which I had cubed into big pieces. I love it this way, which we are going to marinate with 3 tablespoons of curd, 2 teaspoons of big heaped teaspoons of cumin powder, 1.5 teaspoon of Kashmiri lal mirch or Kashmiri chili powder, and of course salt according to your taste. Apart from that, I have here I have smashed here around 7 or 8 pods of garlic, some asafoetida or what we call hing in Hindi, and of course even in Assamese, and just half of a big black cardamom. I will also be needing, because the pulao, it needs to have some dry fruits. So I have taken here some cashew nuts. You can vary the amount of cashew nuts according to what you like in your dish, and some almonds which I have soaked in hot water so that I can very nicely remove the cover there. So I have soaked it and I'll remove the cover soon. I will also need some vegetable oil and some cloves here. I think I have taken here 4 or 5 of them, and some here saffron shreds of saffron threads. Right. So apart from that, I'll also be needing some desi ghee. After all good cooking needs desi ghee. So I'll also need some desi ghee. And I will be doing the entire thing. I'm using here basmati rice, which I've already cooked al dente. That means it can break off in between, but it's not overcooked. This is the basmati, 1 cup I'm using here, and you can use any rice of your choice, no problem with that. So what I'm trying to present today is a paneer pulao, and in the simplest way possible. So let's first go about it and take the paneer pieces into a bowl and mix in all the other ingredients. Like here I have the dahi. I'm trying to use all the other ingredients that is necessary here. That means the cumin powder, the chili powder, and the salt. The salt, be careful with the salt. I always repeat the same thing. So we need to be careful with the salt and let it be there. So at least for say 10 or 20 minutes. But if you're in a hurry, you can always go about it straight away. But I'm leaving it for 10 minutes now. So it will marinate. In between, I can try and take out all the covers from the almonds there, and so that we are ready with the almonds also. I've already heated the pan and I'm putting in some desi ghee here, just 1 small teaspoon. I'll be doing something like trying to fry the cashew nuts, and these are the almonds there. So I'll fry them a little bit. So I'm frying them a little bit, and I'll take them out now. Just a little bit. Just a beautiful color of brown there. I'll be using it in my pulao there. Okay, so that's done. Now I will add in the other ingredients there. Yes, so here I'm adding that half cardamom, black one, and the hing or the asafoetida, and the garlic. That's done. Just the flavor, the raw flavor gun. I will not burn the garlic. Just the raw flavor gun. Yes. And now I'll add in slowly my pieces of paneer. Just a little bit. I'll fry them so that the gravy doesn't have the raw flavor or the thick gravy that will be there formed for the curd. That's why I just need to cook it for some time. So when we see this color coming up, it's a beautiful color, we know that it's done. We'll remove the cardamom. No, many people do not like the extra strong flavor of the cardamom or the scent of the cardamom. So I'm removing it. This is done now. We'll go about with the rice. We'll remove it from fire and take a small little pan, and I'll just try to. So I'm adding some ghee there and the oil that I had shown you. So I think it's 1.5 tablespoons of oil and 1 teaspoon of the ghee. But one thing good about this recipe is that though it's pulao, we are not using too much of oil. So anyway, it's healthy also. Now when it's heating up, I will put the cloves there for the scent of the cloves there. So I'll put the cloves, and once the cloves start heating up, we'll shut down the flame and then go about with the rice. Okay, once that's done, I'm just incorporating the oil into my rice and try to give it a mix. Right, the oil and the ghee together, that is. So that's why I'm telling you that we really do not need much oil in this recipe. It's a very simple recipe, and people are very conscious with the weight, will not really feel bad about eating it, I guess. And one more thing I'd like to tell you, you can try on the same recipe with any kind of meat or chicken. So that way, that goes well with that also. In fact, the first time I tried it, it was with chicken. It really came out very well. But this time I thought, let me do it something for, the vegetarians also. So now I'll put in all the dry fruits and mix the dry fruits together. So literally what am I doing? I am not using any oil. If you've seen, I have not used any salt here in the rice. But when I had actually boiled the rice and I boiled the water and put the rice, because it's basmati rice, obviously I've already used salt there. But if you're using any other type of rice, you have to incorporate salt at this particular moment. So that's done, and now we'll go about lining it in the handi. In the meantime, I have taken some hot water and I've put the threads of saffron. So we have this beautiful color there. Now I'm just trying to put in this color in my rice along with the threads. So that's, saffron has its own unique richness there, and this class called royalty that we associate with saffron. It makes the entire dish smell so good, look so good, right? So this is done, the rice is ready. Now what I've done is that I've just greased this pan in which I'll be doing the cooking, and I'm just going to layer it with the rice. One layer of rice there, just like we do in biryani. It's a fake biryani sort of. So yeah, just like putting in the rice, half of the rice I'm putting in. Okay, and then you need to put in the pieces of paneer, or if you're making any non-vegetarian dish, that also you can put in. So this is where you're layering it there with the gravy, with little gravy that you have there, everything there. And now we'll layer it off with the remaining rice. The whole thing goes in now, and literally you are done with your pulao. It looks very simple, isn't it? Well, it's really very, very simple. And the difference is that I'm not using any fried onion, because it's not, I'm talking about pulao, it's not biryani. Once I've layered it, I'm going to cover it up and put it in dum. That means I'm going to just put it in slow flame in my oven, in my gas, and let it be steaming like that for 7 or 8 minutes. So before that, I'm going to put, for the dum thing, I'm going to put a utensil first, any tawa or some sort, and on that I'm going to put this and let it be there on dum. So this is what I've done. I've put a tawa. On top of this I've put my handi, and I'll slow the flame and let it be there 7 to 8 minutes, and after that you are done with your recipe. So this has been cooking for last 7 or 8 minutes. Okay, and it looks beautiful. Have a look. Yes, now it's done. Everything is done up. Yes, look at the rice, how beautiful it looks. And now we're going to dish it out. So that's my dish of instant paneer pulao for you. Do try out this recipe, and I bet you'll love it, and your guests will love it too. So give a like if you love it, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do subscribe.